calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go!
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's has been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The Jaguars at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. If you extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow will throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded at the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow, man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Sliding out of the pocket. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Burrow on play action. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow, the quick slant caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Here we go.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw on second and 10.
Burrow, he'll find his tight.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Bengals drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as well. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Misses the target, incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
On third down, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Ready.
On play action, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
To throw, Burrow.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other. Ball. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the fourth quarter now. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. A win would be their second on the young season. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. What do you think about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta